God, this is not good. This is not good at all. Shit. Good evening, guys. Welcome back to the camera setup that makes everything light except my face, which is gonna be completely dark. Anyways, the game we're playing today, Tokyo Dark, you might have heard of it, made like 7 episodes of it. We need to investigate the mask and the fashion designer something. But anyways, I feel like we're gonna start there since it's actually in Tokyo and I have to travel 50 kilometers away. Let's go. The collector mentioned a talent agency by the name of Omega here in Kabukicho with ties to Reina. Unless there's a big sign advertising it, which I highly doubt, I'll need to ask around to find it. Oh boy, boobs! Okay, well, let's look at this place. Based on the dragon motifs and the general vibe around the building, I guess this place is a normal bar. It's no normal bar. Who knows how many other places around here the YAKUZA have dipped their fingers into. Okay. Well, they sell DVDs, so it's gonna be good. Can I click on the boobs? I can't. Oh boy, police officers. 3 faces in uniforms that I don't recognize. Though I doubt they'll have time recognizing. They'll have a hard time recognizing me. Why? Am I like on the fucking record track list now? Where they're huddled around, huddled looks like they're doing much police work. More than a few violations probably pass under their noses, but I wouldn't be surprised if someone slips them a bit of cash on their side to ignore them. Cops like that probably wouldn't give me any trouble, and they definitely aren't going to blab their superiors about seeing me in Kabukicho. Well, let's listen to them. Hey, hold up. Don't I know you? Who, me? Yeah, you. Unless you're hiding someone behind your back. Aren't you the detective whose face was all over town a few weeks back? Yeah, that's it. How did I recognize you before? Hey guys, didn't someone from HQ come by and ask us about her earlier? Maybe we should call it in. Hold on. You really think that's a good idea? Huh, what are you talking about? I'm not risking my job over some nobody detective. Yeah, well, call that into HQ and you might be risking more than your job, if you know what I mean. Ryu's right. Why should we stick our necks out when she hasn't even done anything wrong? Being on leave doesn't mean she can't walk around, does it? I'm with Ryu. I doubt I need to remind you boys what happens when you ruffle the wrong feathers at HQ. Yes, can't be serious. Look, I'm not saying we arrest her. Only you're going to piss off the wrong people. Did Jiro? I don't know how much more obvious I need to be for you to get it. No one, not even the detective here, is worth bringing down her wrath. Especially right now. Things aren't exactly on stable ground around here since the Mifune family shake-up. Don't need a repeat of Officer Ono. Pegged for promotion one day, and some anonymous tip comes into HQ that Ono's selling a little dope on the side. Even got a gun to tie him to a crime scene. Yeah, a gun that's mysteriously gone missing from evidence. Think that story's true? Does it really matter if it is or not? Point is, he asked too many questions around here, now he's in jail. Huh, some police we are, held hostage by some woman. Screw it, maybe you guys are rich. He's clearly not respecting enough. Suppose if that guy from HQ asks us again, we can say we didn't see any detective tonight. That's right, we didn't see you, and you definitely didn't talk to us. Got it? Yeah, I got it. Being on the street around here isn't exactly an easy position to be in, huh? You mean at the bottom? Yeah, it doesn't give us a whole lot of options. Feels like I'm always stuck between HQ and all the other shit going on around here. Not sure which is worse, honestly. Read the papers? Don't you, detective? You heard about the Mifune family, right? Yeah, I'm sure she has. And that's all you need to say on the subject. You never know who's working for who around here, so put a lid on it. Listen, detective. With everything we are, or what you think goes on around here, it isn't so simple as good cops or bad cops. Remember that. Kabukicho may not be perfect, but we do our best to keep the peace, alright? Right. Like Ryu said, we're trying our best, so don't cause any trouble for us, and let's return the favor by not letting HQ know about this. It's plenty scarier than HQ out there. That's for sure. Why don't you move along, detective? Yeah, I think I'll just do that. Good luck, officers. Okay, so maybe it would have been a better idea not to talk to them, but hey, we get an investigation, so that's not bad. Queen's Club, yeah, that's looking mighty fancy. Seems this club is pretty popular, and it already has a lot of customers. Maybe talking to some of the regulars would give me a good idea where to start looking for Omega. Yeah, that's an option, I guess. Shit, my dude. This is a fucked up club. People are just appearing and disappearing. Oh, that's me. Okay, let's talk to these guys. Can I ask you something? Whoa, 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 I wasn't doing anything. You're a cop, right? Nope, you got it all wrong. Looking for a talent agency by the name of Omega. Why'd you think I was a cop? Only cops ask that many questions right off the bat. I didn't ask you anything, I asked if I could actually ask you a question. Well, that and your costume had me fooled. You gotta be careful walking around like that. Oh, I got it, you're some kind of performer, right? We're not, sweetheart. It just so happens I work for one of the best agencies in town. We handle all types, models, performers, actors, you name it. That's not... Even a mature woman such as yourself will have no problem finding work through us. Well, we have no trouble finding women. Yeah, I guess you wouldn't. That is, if you're fine with staying in costume. My lucky day. That's the spirit. Have a drink with me, babe. I'll get you signed up. Sure, I can find work for you in no time. Well, like I said, I'm looking for Omega. A friend of mine recommended them, so it'd be rude not to talk to them at least, right? If you ask me, your friend's got no taste. Shouldn't waste your time with those losers. No one's ever seen their guys around for months. No one's even seen their guys around for months. Word on the streets that they ran up a bit of depth from the wrong people, if you know what I mean. Anyway, you didn't hear that from me. You know where I am if you want a real chance, babe. Yeah, I don't think I want a real chance. Can I ask you something? Yeah, sure. You're gonna need my permission. Heard of any agency around here called Omega? Omega? No, doesn't ring a bell. Why, what's it to you? I'm looking for a missing girl. Missing, huh? Was she free? Working for a nightclub? Maybe working for some of the other types of clubs? I don't remember asking your opinion on the girl. Only if you knew about the agency. Either way, answer's the same. I don't know Omega, and you probably won't find her, even if I did. Girls go missing all the time around here, if you catch my drift. Yeah, that sounds disturbing. Care to be more specific? Nope, I don't. Don't you think you delicate types could handle it? Let's just say not everyone is as nice to the ladies in those places as I am, and leave it at that. Stir with the pot with questions like that, and you're bound to end up in trouble. So if you want to help, go ask someone else. Okay, well, let's walk a bit. Jeez, a lot of people I can talk to. Hello, can you spare a minute? Gee, this guy looks like a fucking idiot. Oh, how long have you been standing there? I just got here. Why so jumpy? Sorry, there's a big scary guy with his car here a little before you. He acted friendly enough, but he made me feel a little uneasy. Big guy with his car. Kept asking me what I was doing here, if I wanted to go somewhere and have a drink with his friends. Honestly, I've been waiting for a good moment to duck out. Think you made the right decision by staying put, if you ask me. Have you ever heard of a talent agency around here called Omega, by chance? Nope, never heard of it. I'm actually not ever in this part of town. A friend of a friend invited me out here for a few drinks, but she hasn't shown her face yet. It's starting to stink of some sort of weird setup. Anyway, still have some pride, so I'm not gonna tuck my tail and just run away yet. Good luck finding the agency or whatever you were looking for. And if you see that guy I mentioned earlier, watch your back. I will. Evening. You know anything about a talent agency called Omega? I heard they were based here. Are you insane? It's not like I'm asking you to take me there personally. What's the issue? You do know where you are, don't you? Omega ran up against some people, the same people who own this club, and they lost. They made few takeovers or they racked up quite a body count, and I don't plan on being added to it. I'm not sure who you're working for, but you've come at a bit of a sensitive time. If I were you, I'd turn around and walk out that door. Hell, you probably killed him too. Killed who? Him, you know. Higashi, the owner of Omega. Everyone knew he owed the Mifune family a small fortune. The word on the street is that there's been a little spring cleaning of any disloyal retainers. Do I need to spell it out for you? Good. Already said too much, and you should stop asking around as well. You never know who's listening. This guy's looking a bit shady with his briefcase. Hey, do you know this area? What? I had a question about... What? Speak up. I can't hear you. Speaker's right there. You have to talk louder. I'm looking for an agency. Looking for a vacancy in what? No one. You're what? I'm looking for information about Omega Talent Agency. Do you know anything? Whoa. You really shouldn't shout things like that. Motherfucker. Excuse me, miss. We're hoping you might join us next door. Consider it an invitation from an admirer. Besides, it's a much nicer venue than this dump. Yeah, in fact, we'd be happy to escort you. Yeah, let's start by asking. Who are you? Who do you think? We're just businessmen, doing our business. Okay, let's go. Maybe we'll learn something. Good answer. Follow us. Okay, I immediately regret everything. That's cool. Welcome, come in. Whoa, nice tats, bruh. Let me introduce myself. I'm Kasumi Mifune. I appreciate you coming by to talk. The facts didn't give me much of an option. How do you think you are calling me a thug? We're businessmen, you got that? Oh, I've got it alright. But don't think that dressing in a suit makes you any less of a thug. Say another word, you cop, bitch. Enough. You say another word and I'll make you wish you hadn't. Now get out, both of you. Yes, boss. My apologies. The quality of help you can find these days isn't quite up to the standard that it was in my father's time. Wild dogs can be difficult to train, but they'll come around, even if I have to beat it into them. Sit down, relax. Can I get you a drink? No thanks. I am not gonna drink this time. I see. Then excuse me while I pour one for myself. Why don't we skip the small talk and you tell me why I'm here? I'm getting to that. Seems you're a woman who doesn't like to waste time. Good. As luck would have it, neither am I. Let's get right to it. A short while ago, a couple of men downstairs ran up to tell me you, a cop, had walked past my bar and into one of my nightclubs. Then I hear you've been sniffing around asking about one of my investments. Investments? You mean Omega? Smart girl. Tell me, Ayami Ito, why is it that a cop is going around asking pointed questions like that? More curious still, not just any cop, but a publicly shamed cop on leave. A shamed cop who's had a history of... How did I word it? Ah yes, a history of psychotic episodes. Oh fuck. How do you know all that? We all have friends, Detective Ito, and when detectives are wandering around my part of the city, friends will tell me everything I want to know. Honestly, you don't seem all that crazy to me. And to why you're after Omega, let's say you piqued my interest. Sorry. Look at us. You said no small talk, and here we are off into the bushes somewhere. Let's go back on track, shall we? As you're not acting in any official capacity, it's safe to say that no one knows you're here, correct? Nope, I suppose I don't. You could just kill me and no one would know. In your position, I might have tried to lie, but I appreciate the honesty. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Yeah. It was a rhetorical question anyway. I know for a fact there's no one coming for you. Funny, you don't strike me as the stupid type, and yet you're willingly entering a den of vipers. I mean, like, what have we got to lose, let's be honest. If you value your neck staying on your shoulder, surely you wouldn't do something so reckless. You can skip the threats. If you wanted to do something to me, you'd have done it already. Plus, you're smart enough to know not to hurt a cop, even one in my position. Good, I like you. Given the prickly demeanor, I doubt you're working with one of my competitors, and you're definitely not here for your polite police buddies. Okay, I give up. I have to know. What exactly does you want to know about Omega? I'm looking for this girl. Her name is Reina. I was told she was involved with the agency somehow. I want to know what happened to her. How very noble of you. Figuring that out might be a bit difficult, as I'm afraid Omega is an extremely recent acquisition. To get back further, you have to talk to its president and former owner, a man named Eiichi Higashi. As it so happens, that makes two of us who'd like to have a good word with him. Like peas in a pod, as to. Unfortunately, when he handed over the business, he became a bit, how should I put it, forgetful about his outstanding debts to us. And the poor thing is so scared of me that he's ignoring all my calls, probably thinking I'd do something awful to him if I found him. I can't imagine how you get that idea, can you? Yeah, I can. Maybe he'd prefer talking to a police officer instead of talking to me. I'm not some green recruit. I know how this works by now. What's the catch? You'd never tell me where he was and send me on my way for nothing. Of course I wouldn't. You'll have to prove that you can be trusted first. There's someone else I need you to talk with. A bit of a softer target than Higashi. Pretty good deal, right? Everything you're looking for in exchange for one little job. One job. Okay, it's not gonna be one job, but yeah. Ooh, don't make this more difficult than it has to be. You'll agree eventually, so why fight it? I know a lot about you. Top of your class and one of the best detectives on the force. You wouldn't let something as pesky as morals get in the way of good information, would you? No, I wouldn't. That's why I clicked that I thought that was the agree option. I've heard a lot about you too, Kazumi Mifune. Or more accurately, I heard a lot about your father. Huh, as you should. My father was a good man. It's not surprising you know more about him than me. That'll change soon enough. I won't be a footnote on his story much longer. My father always undervalued the power of information, but I really get to know the people I associate with. You, for instance. Everything you've done paints the picture of someone who's very determined and very desperate to find this girl of yours. Don't let other people tell you otherwise, detective. I think those traits are a wonderful combination. However, it also means you don't have a whole lot of bargaining power right now. If you don't want to work with me, that's fine. You can go home and quietly overdose on whatever medication they've got you taken instead. Furthermore, I could just refuse your request altogether, but that'd be so boring. We both need something, so let's help each other instead. Do the job I ask, and I'll tell you what I know about little Higashi. As I was saying, like him, there's another business owner in Akihabara who's unfortunately behind on her payments as well. Such a shame too. I really wanted a straightforward relationship with this one. See, I help out with a few things, and in exchange, she kicks back a little of her business. Sometimes we send over new contracts to renegotiate the terms of our mutually beneficial relationship. Sadly, she's neglected to sign the newest one. I'm a cop, not some YAKUZA debt collector. Do it yourself. Suspended cop. You can't parade your badge around as proof that you're some white knight anymore. Due to the recent transition of power, I can't do it myself just at this minute. The dogs at Tokyo police headquarters start panting whenever me or any of my men are seen outside of Kabukicho. I'm not asking you to club someone's head in. I'm only asking you to give them a friendly reminder to keep up to date on their paperwork. Friendly reminder. I'm great at those. 450,000 yen? Easy, right? Here, take it. Do this for me and I'll feel a lot more comfortable given our information about Omega. Also, I remind you with your impending review, it would be unseemly if it got out that you were meeting with YAKUZA, wouldn't it? Blackmail, huh? That's such an ugly word. Here I thought we were becoming friends. No. I'm just stating the facts of the situation is all. The business you're going to do is a cat cafe in Akihabara. Oh, I know that. Kazu can give you the address on your way out. Wait, a cat cafe or what? A cat cafe. What else would it be? A cat cafe or a cat-made cafe? What? We're talking cats or people dressed like cats, because a freaking cat cafe, actual cats, adorable, fluffy, precious cats. Why the fuck would I invest in some stupid maid cafe? Cats, normal cats. Damn it, now I'm all worked up. Look, get your goddamn contract signed and we'll talk. Well, it's Japan, why are you even surprised? Okay, I still want to explore the rest of this place. Looks like they've been digging up the sidewalk, but since they're blocking my view, I can't quite see what they're doing. Yeah, probably some reparations. Hey lady, you need something? There's nothing to see here, so why don't you move along? Why should I? You said yourself there's nothing to see after all. Bit of advice for you. If you're trying to keep someone from staying out of your business, I wouldn't lead with nothing to see here. See, she thinks so too. Every time you say nothing to see here, people stop and stare at us instead of actually moving along. Nothing to see here. It really does kind of make me want to look more, you know? It's kind of sinister, nothing to see here. That's what cops say when there's definitely, without a doubt, something to see there. Thanks a lot for the advice, boys. Last I checked, it was you who worked for me, not the other way around. Alright, no need to be so damn touchy. All we're saying is that unless you want every passerby stopping to stare at us, you can try zipping it. Zip it? Is that how you talk to all of your employers? You are aware of who I work for, right? Digging a hole is the least of your worries. So do as I say. These jobs are the worst. What exactly are you guys doing? All of a sudden I can't help but wonder what some suit is doing standing by a construction site. I have to agree with the little lady on that one. Far as I can tell, you were pulling up a strip of concrete for no damn reason at all. No reason? Far from it. It's scheduled maintenance requested by that building's owner. There were complaints of people falling or getting hurt because of the uneven pavement, so my employer generously offered her own money to fix it. Maintenance, huh? Seemed perfectly fine to me until they started hacking into it, and you seemed awfully impatient for us to fill it back in. Maybe it's got something to do with that little thing you had wrapped in cloth before. Shut up. Well, I asked you to dig 2 more holes after this one. 2 more? Oh, I get it. I think that was meant to be some sort of a threat. Yes, exactly. I mean, what you said wasn't exactly threatening. Honestly, I've heard better. Is he trying to imply that he's gonna make us cover ourselves in concrete? Kind of a boring threat. Fine, bad joke. But maybe you should remember you are being paid very generously to be here, so shut it. You miss, would you please kindly move along? As you can see, I'm busy enough with these 2 without any additional distractions. Well, Cat Cafe it is. Welcome back. I think Tomo remembers you. He must be appreciative of all your help to make him feel better. Although I've had to stop the deliveries of sashimi, even the smell seems to set off his bowels. Another quirk added to the already quirky character. Maybe it's a sign that you're right about the fish. Yeah, listen, we need to talk. Okay, sure, what is his face? What's wrong? Okay, so how do we put this? You owe the YAKUZA? How exactly does the owner of a cat cafe get mixed up with YAKUZA? What do you mean? Shut up, cat. I've met someone recently who gave me a contract with your name on it to sign. I read it, and it seems like you owe them quite a bit of money. Why? I've been around this kind of stuff for a long time, and I can't figure out how a cat cafe owes that kind of money. Money? YAKUZA? Wait, you're working for her? Why? I'm not working for anyone. All I've got on is this contract in your name, and I want to know why. Truth is, this place isn't all above board, or it is, but it wasn't always. I didn't borrow money or anything that stupid. When I was setting up this place, I was just trying to stay above water. But the building owner kept coming by to complain, and then these government types and health inspectors came knocking. Never realized how complicated opening up a place like this in Tokyo could be. All these rules and regulations. All I ever wanted was to help out the kitties and make people happy. And she came by, someone who loved cats as much as I did. She offered to help me smooth things over with everyone. I mean, I saw the tattoos and everything, but I didn't think you should judge people because of how they look. I still don't. There's no way I was going to stay open and keep my kitties if I didn't get help fast. So I accepted your offer, and things got better pretty quickly after that. Building owner stopped complaining, all the permits fell into my lap. Maybe you think I was stupid, but most of the cats here would be stray or dead if I didn't get her help. For a while, I thought I was saved by a guardian angel. After all, she loved the cats and was kind and friendly to me. They always are. It's been quiet too. Businesses with Tomo's bells was the first incident I've had in months. About 2 months after accepting her help, when I was closing up the shop, some men showed up with a contract like this one you're holding. They said it was for services rendered or something like that. Wasn't much at the time, so I signed it. Owed her a lot after all, and I was doing pretty well. Only they kept coming back, and every time they came back, they had a new contract. Every contract wanted more and more money. It's gotten out of hand. I can't keep up anymore. Kasumi won't even see me anymore to talk about it. You didn't really think you'd get a favor from YAKUZA for nothing, did you? I wasn't being greedy, Ito. I thought she was trying to help. Helping the only way she knows how. What? Please, you have to help me. The amount of money they've asked for is out of hand. I'm doing well for now, but if they got their way, I'd be out of business. You have to tell Kasumi, please. Tell her that if this place closes down all the cats, there'll be no place for them to go. The poor kitties. I doubt she cares about that. They'll be put down. I can't support them myself. I don't think the animal services would let me keep them. I couldn't live with myself if that happened. I'm begging you, please, don't do this. Well, that's a good question. I mean, I am very tempted to just tell her to sign because you fucked up, and that sucks, yeah, but you still fucked up. But I feel like, you know what, let's be the fucking saint of this story. Normally I would click this, but for the sake of it, I've been trying to kind of pull the good cop thing on, so let's just go. Don't sign, I'll help. Damn it, it doesn't matter what I need from her. I can't make you sign this in good conscience. I knew good would prevail in the end, thanks. How'd you get mixed up with this woman anyway? I need some information from her. You should be careful. I don't know about her, but her thugs are dangerous. Last time they were here, I heard them talking about having to teach a girl from another cafe a lesson or something. Makes me feel thick thinking about it. What else would you expect from guys like that? Bacon and Lex is probably all they're capable of outside of grunting and drinking. Call me naive, but I don't get how someone can be so two-faced. When I started seeing her face in the papers lately, I couldn't believe it. Surely that ruthless woman they were talking about couldn't be Kasumi. I knew, or so I thought. I guess it's like you said, tiger can't change its stripes, right? I said that. Well, maybe so. At any rate, you should probably be more careful who you trust in the future. Sorry, I didn't mean to wrap you up in all this. Thanks for not making me sign. What's your plan? Well, I'm not sure if I really have one. Maybe I can appeal to her kinder self. If she really is a cat lover, I'm sure she wouldn't want to see the little guys hurt, right? Well, I've really gone and got myself into trouble, haven't I? Maybe I should go instead. The contract was given to me, so I'd better deal with it. Plus, I get the impression that being confined by the cops hasn't put her in a great mood. Sure, don't agree, but I still think there is something good in her. Sometimes I can't help but wonder if she's doing all those things, if she'd be doing all those things if she didn't grow up into that life. And all the kiddies loved her, and they play with her, because they're such good judges of characters. Somehow don't think her treatment of animals correlates too much with her treatment of people. Suddenly starting to feel a little queasy about going back here without the contract. Damn it, you're getting yourself into it this time, aren't you? No point dwelling on it now. I've got my mind made up, and I can't run Yakuza debt collections just because I'm in a tight spot. Take care, don't worry, my kitties are never wrong in judging someone's character. Yeah, sure. I'll think of something, but I need you to lay low. Maybe close up shop for a while until I sort something out. God, this is not good. This is not good at all. Shit. Now we're gonna be the ones blamed by Yakuza. And we're gonna have to deal with that in the next episode. Wow, this game is actually a lot longer than I thought. Most people say it should be around 4 hours, but it's been 4 hours that I've played this for, and it still looks like we're nowhere near the end. So, you know, I don't know how long this is gonna go on. But for now, hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, make sure to check back in for more, and I'll make sure to do more. I wish you all the rest of this sunny and surprisingly warm day. And I'm gonna see you all in the next one. Bye bye.